How much of a victory does it seem like when those not directly involved in the conflict are the ones who are negatively affected the most? What would happen if the government that protects its citizens was suddenly unable to do so? When the majority of people do not even know if they will make it through the day, how can they possibly plan for the future of themselves as well as their families? Will there still be humanitarian gestures we can expect from other people in times of despair? These are only a few of the numerous questions that have arisen as a result of the conflict between the two powerful nations, Russia and Ukraine, that the world has witnessed and continuously witnessed. Since the end of the Cold War, the invasion of Ukraine by Russia has been the single most significant danger to the peace and security of Europe. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, delivered a bizarre and at times hysterical address on February 21, 2022. In it, he laid out a long list of grievances as justification for the special military operation that was revealed the following day, which is the start of the world's biggest war to this time and age. As the war continued, Ukraine's infrastructure, economy, and most of all, people have all been severely damaged by its conflict with Russia. Rising commodity prices, energy shocks, and the burgeoning geopolitical repercussions of a conflict in the center of Europe are all ripple effects of the ongoing conflict. About 3,000 civilians have been killed or maimed, 6.5 million are displaced within their own country, and 4 million have fled to neighboring nations, according to the United Nations. Costs to Ukraine's economy have been estimated at $570 billion and rising, according to the administration. There appears to be little hope for a quick end to the conflict, despite the fact that the Russian onslaught has paused for the time being and that tentative talks are underway in Turkey. Even though the vast majority of these refugees do not know where they should go, the glimmer of hope that they are able to see from people in different parts of the world who are willing to help serves as their inspiration to keep moving forward and remain more upbeat despite the tragic circumstances in which they find themselves. More than 1 million Ukrainians have fled across borders into neighboring nations, and many more have been displaced within Ukraine itself. They require safety and assistance. Since the situation is urgent and the humanitarian needs are so great, to aid the efforts of countries that have taken in refugees, a regional response coordinated by multiple agencies is being implemented. The Regional Refugee Response Plan coordinates efforts from the United Nations, non-governmental organizations, and other relevant partners to assist host country governments in meeting international standards for refugee and third country nationals seeking safe haven in the region following their flight from Ukraine. Countries featured in this refugee response plan are Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, Poland, Republic of Moldova, and other European countries. Due to their proximity to the Ukrainian border, which is only a few hours away, several cities in Poland immediately became important transit hubs for Ukrainian refugees, offering them with the things they immediately need. Refugees need every assistance and a hand to help, which we can provide by providing a variety of medical support, such as mobile clinics. These mobile clinics from different cities and countries provide free medical assistance to Ukrainian refugees who are in need. The majority of those who visit the clinic are women, children, and persons with disabilities. Although many people visit the clinic for treatment of relatively minor conditions, such as headaches and general aches and pains, the facility also treats those who suffer from more serious conditions, such as psychiatric issues, physical disabilities, and ongoing illnesses. After that, those patients are referred to services that are more specialized. Even with the huge number, there are no refugee camps in Poland, despite the fact that 1.2 million people have entered the country. This is because of the generosity of Polish citizens who have welcomed refugees wholeheartedly into their own homes. The majority of Poles welcomed entire families of Ukrainian refugees into their homes and provided them with a chance to start over, despite the fact that they are unsure how long this agreement will continue. The Polish government is also making efforts to assimilate refugees into the Polish way of life. As a result of this unfortunate situation, these Ukrainian refugees now have the unlimited right to live and work in any of the 27 countries that make up the European Union for a period of up to 3 years. In the event that refugees are unable to stay with friends or relatives, they are taken in by receiving centers. They are provided with food, medical attention, and information regarding their next route of travel. They are eligible to receive money from social welfare programs in addition to having access to housing, medical treatment, and educational opportunities. Providing them with all the things that they need at the moment may seem to be the right thing to do in their time of despair, but this is not enough to hide the pain and suffering that this horrifying experience brought to them. These war refugees will carry with them their own personal accounts and experiences of the war wherever their journeys take them. All of them, from the tiniest infants to the oldest adults, require a space in which they may carry on with their lives and maintain their optimism for the future. In times of any war, the hearts of the people open to help. Showing generosity to others who are in need of one might be the only thing they need to stand from the fall. Because in life, we do not only fight our own battles. Sometimes, others need us to fight for them.